Hey Sagittarius, what's up? How's it going? It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your everything energy check-in for the week ahead. Pulling on the current energies for the week of August 2025. That even though I'm pulling on the current energies at the time of recording this live for you, whenever it found its way into your algorithm, you clicked on it, decided to come and hang out with us for a little bit or a long bit. If you decide to subscribe, it's perfect timing as always. They are timeless messages meant to find you exactly when they're supposed to. And whatever message comes out, I'm going to convey it across to you because when you're with me, you are indefinitely, ultimately protected. I'm your ride or die. I got your back, and I'm the crystals. Hey, T-Rose. What up, Melissa? What's up, Thaddeus? How you doing? Thanks for coming by, guys. Hey, Sandra, Empress Energy. The Lion King's here. What's up, Freddie? All right, Esmeralda. Hi. Spinny hugs, y'all. All right, let's go for it, God. Tap me into Sagittarius's energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius? All right, 2 shuffles. Let's do it. The Beatles deck's going to do the heavy lifting. Titanic's doing the clarifiers. Let's go. Let's do it. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, sassy Sagittarius. The only sign worthy of 5 syllables. Here we go. Overall energy. I wondered why when I pick out to do the title cards, right? When I make the title cards and I'm setting the reading up and everything, I always randomly shuffle and pull cards to make the title card. I'm like, God, whatever 2 cards after I shuffle, that's what's supposed to be the title card, right? The Chariot was one of your title cards, and it's right here in the overall energy. This is forward momentum after a long battle. Because if you take the traditional Rider-Waite and Tarot de Marcel version of the Chariot, it's more about that's what the Emperor drives into a battle. It's not all just about, oh, maybe you need a car, maybe you live at a distance. The Emperor has to drive this chariot into battles, okay? So you made it through the worst with the Queen of Wands, and you're getting ready to give love another try. That's literally what it is. I feel like your heart opening up, or you coming to the end of a long healing cycle in the week ahead with the Moon card. Something that you might fear progression or fear opening back up for fear of getting hurt again. You know what I mean? But with that Moon card, those are just the fears of the unknown. But have faith with the 2 of Swords. Well, hold on. I'm out of cards. Because with the Magician, in the week ahead, a lot of your prayers are getting ready to start answering. You're manifesting, okay? The thoughts and the positive energies that you're thinking right now are going to go forward to bring in stuff for you for the week ahead. All right? So let's keep going. Something about somebody's grandfather might resonate too. I was drawn right back to the Hard Day's Night album cover. And it's actually a pretty funny movie. I got to watch that movie. I haven't watched it in a minute. But see on each side of the chariot, instead of 2 dogs or 2 horses, that's Paul's grandfather. There's 2 of them. Well, yeah, that's his other grandfather. He got 2, you know. But anyhow, some of you guys, there might be something about a grandfather in energy in here. So we'll see what's up with that if we need to. All right, current conditions of Sagittarius. What do we got? The Ace of Wands. Woo, Sag. Oh, my word. Sagittarius, you're getting a good reading. Your week ahead's going to be pretty awesome. Ace of Wands, you're looking good. You still got a spark inside of you, don't you? And why am I being told there's somebody you would totally want to fire your arrow at? Or there's a couple somebodies that want to fire an arrow at you, though. Ace of Wands, look at Ringo's drumstick. Look at his drum. Look at Ringo's stick. Sagittarius, you're going to find in the week ahead a new vitality, a little bit of a spark that leads you towards your happiness. It's like you might be coming into the week a little frustrated, trying to like navigate your way through some devil energy with the Chariot, okay? Some of you guys, stray cats follow you around, or you always find stray cats. But the thing on this Ace of Wands, so the Sun card, what starts as just a little spark, a little, how you doing? That lets you come over the Ace of Wands frustration you might be feeling, okay? Leading forward, you have a Sun card on the 7 of Wands. For those of you that think it's not going to work out, my 6 of Wands, my success, it's never going to happen. I'm not going to find love. Straight up, I keep getting screwed over in love. I see something that changes. Your 6 of Wands is being protected by the 7 of Wands, okay? That leads towards your happiness with the Sun card, a positive outcome. Could be dealing with a Leo or an Aries, or you might even have some Leo or Aries in your chart that's activated. Yeah, somebody could have like an Aries moon, maybe like a Leo Jupiter or something. Maybe even some Cancer too in your chart. But out further in the back, okay? Yeah, there's some cusper energy here too. Okay, we'll see where it goes. That's cool. All right, now let's get into love energies. Start with the past. All right, because remember, you're allowed to miss and love whomever you want, however long you want. You're also allowed to shut the door on anybody you want to, too. 5 Pentacles. But it's okay. The Hierophant. Oh, I'm hearing a song by Paul McCartney and Wings. I don't remember off the top of my head if it's off Band on the Run or if it's on that album or not, but I'm hearing Goodnight Tonight. I love that song on this moon card. Don't say goodnight tonight, don't say it. They didn't want to lose you. Some of you guys are married to this person. With the Hierophant, I think they could even have been very rather like spiritual or an awakening or something that comes in off of it. Taurus energy. But with the Queen of Swords, there's another opportunity to come in on this and get a fresh start with the two of you guys. I really feel a little bit on this here with the Beatles hanging out with the Maharishi. Well, I'm trying to work on getting his voice down, but it's really high and squeaky. It's hard to imitate that dude. But the Beatles left there with a whole different kind of knowledge than what they expected, besides the fact that Ringo got tired of eating baked beans. Is the thing on this was their source of spiritual enlightenment took them in a direction that they found the truth and then had to backtrack on themselves a little bit. Okay, where it's kind of like they came at you real quick and intense and you had to like shut it down. The indecisiveness and then like getting you stuck in like a friend zone or something. 5 of Pentacles, friends with benefits, situationship type of a vibe, right? And then like frustrating you to the point of like, whoa, why did I invest all of that and try to open up only for you to like lie to me, make stuff up and then shut the door on me, right? And it's got you in a point of feeling rather tattered and battered. Look at Yoko. That's from her art exhibit where she had people come up on the stage and cut parts of her clothing off, right? Like this person put you through the ringer. Some of you guys lost everything through it. I'm seeing something about a new couch. Maybe you'll see a couch on the road as you're driving home, like the neighbors set a couch out or something, or you're couch shopping or furniture shopping. I don't know. I'm seeing a couch. But anyways, okay. I'm going to roll into this a bit more. This Hierophant, there's a little deeper that goes into this one, is that, you know, they never told you how much they do actually blame themselves for how things didn't work out. They never really told you, just right person, wrong time. And I'm not a fan of that thing because the time is right, which tells me that you guys, even at a distance, still have a connection. That's why you're having those weird dreams. You guys are talking to each other in your dreams. And like, I'm seeing the Sag that like, you're just working on like laundry or something like Sag, that's a big pile of laundry. You might want to do some of that before you get asked out. Ace of Wands, you're going to need some of those outfit stuff that's in that clothes pile. All right. The black dress. What? Guys, this isn't cargo shorts and flip-flops. I see some GQ Saggies in the house and some downright girls. You know what I mean? It's cool. You're not giving yourself enough credit. You're a little nervous or shy or like you're like an introverted extrovert, right? In the week ahead, something is going to like spark inside of you and you're going to want to peacock yourself a little bit. All right. So you might even have an upcoming invite to go hang out this weekend and you're like, oh man, I do got to do the laundry. Okay, I'll put Archer on the Bluetooth. Right? Sun card. You got near the end of the week, there's like fun coming your way. And if you haven't, it's like Thursday now. Literally, you might go into work tomorrow or something and somebody's like, hey, what you doing Saturday night? And you're like, oh my gosh, it's a concert or it's a this. I'm there. I didn't. Oh, thank God Archer told me to do laundry the other night. Anyways. This person really was all over the board. I think the age difference is a big thing. Or you just straight up had more street smarts than them. You know, right? There were some differences in life experiences that led to this 5 of Pentacles energy. Somebody here might even be a doctor or a nurse or work in the medical field. But yeah, Taurus energy is pretty strong with this too. And Libra's here. But okay, 10-4. Let's get into the new vibes. Let's see what we got here. This could be going forward into the future, either someone you're involved with or you're single and you wonder what's coming in. Let's see what we got. The Knight of Swords. Ooh, God be making plans. The 8 of Swords. And then we end up in the 3 of Pentacles. Nice. I dig this. No, wait, that's not the 3 of Pentacles. That's a 6 of Pentacles. Dude or dudette. I like the vibes off of this. This is the energy of something you've been manifesting in. They've got their eye on you. and it's balanced. This is like the prayers of asking just for someone that just gives as much as you do to the connection. Somebody you can trust, somebody that's honest and equal, reciprocal. And it's either a 2-income household energies or you're manifesting stay-at-home vibes. Somehow there's enough money to take care of your guys' future and the going forward on this. There's some bank on here. Somebody might even work for a bank or financial institution. But look at Paul and Linda. Some of you guys recently changed your hair up. Where's the brunette Sag that's a blonde Sag right now? I see you. Paul's wait, there's 2 Pauls on there too. Turn me on, them. Anyways, some of you guys could be born on the 9th or the 19th or the 29th. I love reading for you, Sag. You're like, Archer, I am ticked off. I'm in a bad mood. It's not working out for me, yet we're laughing. And that's what I love about you. It's like you're making the best of a really rough situation and not letting them see you sweat. Even though I also see you at home at night crying yourself to sleep. But that's okay. Because you're not going to be doing that much longer with the Sun card. You got to really... Okay, you wonder how big of a surprise... You're like, Archer, nothing's going to change, right? All the other tarot readers say nothing's ever going to change. Or just be patient. Time is coming. And they say the same thing every week, right? You literally don't expect this. Because this is the butcher cover, okay? If you got the beat, like, or your dad or your grandpa, there's where grandpa comes in. Ooh, somebody's grandpa collected Beatle records. If you got the Beatles Yesterday and Today album, you know, the one that's got Paul sitting in a trunk that kind of looks like he's in a casket, and then John, Paul, and George look like, we're going to go down that whole different road there. We'll play that one backwards later. Anyways, I keep saying a frying pan hitting a tree. It's just a hole in the head, Archer. Tree panning. This energy is tough to control. Oh, my word. I love this. Okay. The thing on this is, with this coming in, if you got that album and it's a sticker, you might want to check out the corner of the sticker, because this is what the album cover looks like underneath. And if so, you got a lot of money. Straight up. I got one in my safe that is just, it's a long-term retirement investment plan. But the Beatles Butcher album cover, it's the thing you least suspect that creates the most positive direction for you by the end of the next 7 days from whenever you find this reading. Wow. Oh my gosh, Sag, so deep. I love these messages. You or them could be born on the 12th or the 7th, the 1st, the 17th is here, the 5th, the 10th, 25th, the 8th, the 18th, the 11th, the 28th. Man, the 11s are stalking you. You've been just seeing 111 and 11, 11, 11 blah, 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 on repeat. Because those ones are showing that, like, the energy is starting to, like, dial in on you to get you to this Sun card, right? So what starts as just a spark at the beginning of the week ahead, by the end of it goes from Ace of Wands to full-on boom, Sun card. I like this. That's a lot of fire. You got a lot of Aries, a lot of Taurus, a lot of Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Libra, Pisces, Capricorn, strong Taurus too. All right, let's dig in. Let's get this old tin tub out from the Atlantic and see what we got for clarifiers. Queen of Swords. Oh, wow. Look at this. Queen of Swords on the Queen of Swords. The 5 of Wands, King of Wands, the World card on the 8 of Wands. Closing out a cycle with the Hanged Man that you have worked very hard through literally leads you to forward momentum on the 8 of Wands. That's your major energy. This is just getting ready to happen. You know that saying, it's always darkest before the dawn? You're approaching the dawn, okay? In the timeline that we're in right now, as I'm looking at your energy, you're at the point where you've already been through the sinking of the Titanic. Okay, it's a metaphor, just go with it. And you're lifeboat number 8. And it's approaching Carpathia, getting ready to be picked up. All right? This World card shows closing out a cycle of life that has felt like the sinking of the Titanic for you and making it through it. The Sun card shows that you're ending a long cycle. You're a bit of an emotional philanthropist, right? And you give your heart to everybody. You're Sagittarius. You will put up with the most from the most people until you ultimately can't take it anymore, right? And with everything that you have put up with over the years, you're like, Archer, I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. I'm trying to be positive, but where's my rewards, right? Why do I keep doing, and getting nothing, and nothing? And that's not being ungrateful. Some of you guys have even been seeing a therapist, possibly, like, to get through this. Like, maybe just a counselor or something that helps, like, to let you make it through a big step forward. And that is a big step. Anybody that's willing to do that, Mad props. Mad props to those of you who've actually taken that first step to be like, I want to get better. I'm tired of being friend zoned. I'm tired of giving and not getting. I want to be a better me. That's a mad props. Even for my Sagittariuses that are currently overcoming an addiction, I do see pennies and coins, but I'm seeing the chip. So you guys might be going through it, and it's a really frustrating, stressful time to make it through. You will make it through this, Five of Wands, because you know the direction you're heading is so much better than having to go through it again, right? And that's the power in the Queen of Swords to keep you motivated forward, to come out of what you've been going through. You're coming through the strongest energetical storm that I've seen for you. This is like coming to an end of like a 3-year going nowhere hole that's been very transformative. You've learned a lot of lessons, made a lot of changes, and you really feel like, Archer, would you please tell God I've applied myself? God heard you. God hears you. The reason that it hasn't happened yet was to get you to this point coming forward, because nobody really ever fully respected you. Your parents neglected you or let you go. Maybe some of you came from a single parent home and had to raise yourselves. Like you were like 7, 8, 9 years old. And like you never even got to be a kid or experience anything. You've always had to do for everybody else. And it's like, I want to do for me. You are not in that energy that you are not wrong, right? No's a complete answer. And I do see going forward on this one that some of you guys are actually saving for a trip or a cruise. You're going to be shocked when you get something in the mail, old school U.S. Post Office mail, stuff that you might never even think to open. You open it and you find out that something like an escrow check or some kind of a like back pay for a travel expense or something. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's all. Oh, wow. Okay. Shh, don't tell anybody, right? I didn't see nothing. But you might want to check your mailbox a few times because I'm seeing a Sag that hasn't gone to their mailbox in a minute. Okay? Check your mailbox. And I'm not even saying spam folder because you are on point. I mean, you're basically a Virgo clearing out your inboxes and your notifications. That's epic. Some of you guys could be dealing with one. And that Virgo's rubbing off on you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like that Virgo. Okay, I got you. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, but you also got Leo, Aquarius, and Aries too. But anyways, what I'm seeing on this one is that it grows out of that to take you forward. You're going to be shocked at the stuff, much like the Beatles Butcher album cover, that is just waiting for you behind the scenes, that as the devil has been distracting you for so long lately, you've got blessings behind unseen areas. It's that vibe of like, you know, like a few weeks ago, you were looking for that, earring. Okay, female Saggies. Male Saggies, maybe you've been looking for a certain pen or something, you know what I mean? And like weeks go by and you've forgotten you were looking for it. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's that little baby cowboy hat I was looking for. Perfect. Okay, cool. Here you go. Sorry. I'm just using it for an explanation. Anyways, and it's the same thing with this, that you don't suspect it coming. There's a lot of unsuspected suspicions coming forward that you're like, oh my gosh, there's that watch I was looking for. There's that earring I was looking for. All right. Check your purse. Some of you guys are dealing with a Scorpio, or there's some Scorpio vibes in your chart. Scorpio rising, Venus, something Mercury, because that came out for Scorpio too. There might be something in the Scorpio reading earlier we did. All right, let's see. Somebody might have a Scorpio moon, like Sag Sun, Scorpio moon too. Like if you're dealing with Sagittarius on Sagittarius, the way I was always personally thought was you should check your person's moon sign. You're in first person energy in Sagittarius vibes. Their moon sign would be where you could snoop into them. Not snooping, you probably got their sign somewhere in your chart anyways. But anyways, okay, let's get into the love department, because right here, you're just the beginning of closing this cycle and things taking off. So it's a slow start at the end of the week that you're a little frustrated. I'm totally seeing something about you know what? If this is how you're making your money, it's safe. It's whatever. Make your bag. Get that bag. It's fine. I'm seeing a website about fans. Okay? Could be talking to a Sagittarius that is, entrepreneurial mindset. You go. Death card. Okay, let's move forward. Judgment-free zone. This person is undergoing a total transformation as a result of what you put them through. Hold on. This person's undergoing a transformation as a result of what you put them through. Give me more. 3 of Pentacles. And your guardian angels are helping too. Knight of Swords on the Lovers into the 9 of Swords. even though it's all silent and you don't think they've even thought about you or they've moved on. 9 of Cups, they miss the heck out of you. They regret putting you in the friend zone or never committing. It was the fear of commitment. Even if you guys live together or in a relationship for 3, 4, 5 years, but it never if you've been with Sagittarius like that long plus, why isn't there not a ring on Sagittarius's finger? What you doing? 9 of Swords. They're like, I don't know. I think you cut them out, didn't you? You gave them so long to make a decision to the point that it ticked you off, and heaven help them. You tried as hard as you could to get them to see things with the Lovers card, and you had to make a really hard choice. The Lovers was, even though it's originally called the Choice, a little tarot 201, Hierophant, Gemini, Taurus energy, it's about the choice your soul made with God, that he is currently lining up the footpaths on your steps to get you to your desired outcome. Is this your person? Yes. Look at the yes on there. This leads you to a new start too, because I am pulling some duality. This is our crossroads. This is where our Sagittarius is part ways. The Saggie's waiting for the past person to return, and the Saggie's going in the new love direction. Because you meeting this person completely transformed them in the silence. They wound you, so much of you rubbed off on them. That's what it is. They're in an energy behind the scenes, regardless of what's going on in their life, of like, what would Sag do? How would Sag handle this? Some of y'all might even notice it when you're looking at their social media and like, wait a second, that stuff I used to say, that stuff I used to do, they miss you. You made an impact on this person's life because they were stonewalling in the 9 of Swords. God was trying to get them to start to do the work, to grow up, stop lying, be an adult, don't brag, and yet they used all of that and threw it at you. And you picked up on it right out of the gate, and you let it go on for a long time. You gave them so many opportunities to change. Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and they never would. Taurus energy, right? Some of you guys got an ulcer worrying about this so bad, because that's a health card, the 5 of Pentacles. But what I'm seeing on this one is that in that 9 of Cups to the 4 of Pentacles, you wish them well, and you have no clue how strong those words were, because without you around, the silence is given the time to take stock of things. So this has been a long time because they had a lot of stuff, right? But they have Lover's card to the Death card, and they wind up choosing you in the outcome with the Hierophant. You're going to find out that whatever it was that they had been through, that they've elevated and graduated from it. Much more non-biased approach, right? You'll find out they've discovered tarot. Some of you guys, hold the phone. Wait a sec. How long is this reading? Whatever. We're going to keep going. I don't care. I'm not allowed to stop. If I actually looked and said, wait, too long, we got to stop, God would just like, I have to keep going. You turned them onto the tarot. Like, you met them in a weird way. Like, the 2 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and the Strength card. And you were like, oh, wow, look at this. Like, what's your birthday? What's your time of birth? Or, hey, look at these cool tarot cards. Or like, oh, it's just a birthmark. I'm a Sagittarius. Or it's a tattoo of an arrow. It's something like that. Was somehow how you were like, here, maybe you should go check this out. And then they went through this freak out, crazy 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, like awakening, coming and just rambling off to you like nuts, right? About all these awakenings and what they've done, and they found out you guys are this and you guys are that, and you're like, whoa, are you ready to go forward? And with the way they kept going, you met this person at their lowest, and you were the awakening. You weren't the catalyst, you were the awakening. And right, I'm not saying you knew it in a vindictive or a evil ha 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 way, but just in the fact that it's what happens when, forgive me, Sag, okay? I'm on your team, you know that. What happens when the dark empath meets the narcissist, right? The dark empath is calculated, Hierophant energy, knows what they're doing, knows what the narcissist, every move is going to be. And they let the narcissist do what they want, and they give them enough rope to hang themselves until the narcissist turns the empath into a supernova empath, and you implode, like the Titan submarine at the bottom of the Titanic. I got so mad when I found out, when my friend Melissa told me that they had ran that stupid little fiberglass submarine into the grand staircase's frame. I'm like, what were they doing inside that boat? If he hadn't have gotten, he would have totally gotten in trouble. He'd have never been going back to that ship one way or another. But that is, who's at a Titanic exhibit or has a Titanic exhibit like in their neighborhood? See Archer, talk about the Titanic. You love the Titanic, Sag. We can handle this because you've actually saved this person's life and they're coming back for you. This is not the one that gets away. This is your Knight Rider car. I'll explain it. Don't worry. Anyway, like you care about a 42-year-old Trans Am. Anyways, the Hierophant. So you awoke them to this, right? And you went supernova empath. You cut them out because they were freaking out. And then that's what led to the Queen of Swords vibes. The come at me, bro, trying to get back on that, right? And then they kept trying to come back, but they never fully did the work. And so the supernova empath awakens because they know all of the narcissist tricks and moves and micro expressions. You could see into their soul. You knew them better than they knew their self the moment you met them. It was that intense of a connection. So you handed them this stuff, hoping they would take the hint and learn it. It at first, it Chernobyl, right? And then they underwent the transformation, death card. Scorpio vibes. You might have thought this one backfired in your face horrifically of like, oh man, maybe I put Saint Isa. The journeys of Saint Isa. He was an interesting gentleman, wasn't he? Somebody could be a life path 33. Hi, welcome to Christ consciousness. What I'm seeing on this one is you did awaken them and they were just really stubborn. Fixed energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, fixed energy, very in there. They have the hardest time admitting they were wrong, right? And they're still in their head about that because you know what? They went and ran their mouth, Gemini energy, to everybody, making you the villain and talking you down like you were awful, you cheated on them, you did this to them, you attacked them, you blah, blah. Now they're like, oh boy, how do I backtrack out of all of that word vomit? They have webbed themselves a web that as they start to awaken to the fact that they are the problem, you couldn't tell this person they were the problem before, right? They were unawoke, projecting everything about themselves onto everybody else, you know? Thing is, it was a delayed reaction. They were a slow, stubborn learner, but in the energy with Jupiter into Cancer now, this shows the return coming back for you guys. What I'm seeing here is that the awakening was delayed due to their situation. The parent, it was mom, but mom liked you. You're going to wind up hearing from mom first, right? Or you're going to reach out to mom to see if the person is not as cuckoo as they were before. And it's testing the water to go forward. Remember, Sag, you know when you're ready for this one. Remember, you're the tequila, not the lime. Oh my gosh, we're keeping that one. That's good. I see this person coming back at you because they are the lime to your tequila. They go, was it a drinking problem? Is that what the problem was? I see you guys both returning in a clean, clear energy. I think both you guys got clean. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Mad props to you both. You're going to think this person hasn't changed, but when they reapproach you in a humble energy, oh my gosh, you're going to be shocked. You never knew them. You knew unawoke them. They've timeline jumped. Oh my word. Okay, I love this for you. Either you've already gotten the message or it's coming through. If you've already gotten the message, they are humbled. It's safe to proceed. Otherwise, God wouldn't have let them reach out. They got spiritual. They went so far down the tarot well, you're good. And if not, it all depends on how long you guys have been Five of Pentacles apart. That's how you can judge if you're a Sag that's already gotten the message or if you're waiting to get the message, okay? But I see a lot of Sagittarius' phones going off this week ahead. That's what leads you to the Sun card. Nice. Okay, you get to make the choice after that with the Lover's card. You're going to accept them back. They're going to walk the walk too. You're going to be shocked that they're different. I like it. Okay, let's get into the new person vibe, shall we? I'm so sorry if it's a long reading, but it's intense. I'm not allowed to stop the messages when I'm channeling. God, don't let me stop. What's up, Oof the Cookies, Madeline? How's it going, guys? Shelly, what's up, Spinny Hugs Girl? God's Starlight, what's up? Hey, Gigi. Hey, Star, what's happening? All right, Sag, real quick shout out, real quick, and then we'll get back to the reading. But if you'd like to book a personal private reading with me, I'm so sorry I'm keeping you. I'm not allowed to stop the messages when I channel. All right, I got to get it all out to you. I don't do extendeds. I don't do bonuses. You get the whole thing. And if you do want to get a personal reading with me, though, all you got to do is scan the QR code down here. That'll take you over to the booking site where you can pick if you want the Zoom reading with me where it's live one-on-one. I also record it so you get a video afterwards. It's all personal and private, just you and me. Or if you want a traditional private YouTube, you can pick the day and the time out of the available dates, book your reading, and then I'll reach out to you personally and I'll send you the link to the Zoom meeting. It is me sending you the email, not an automated one. Or I reach out to ask you for your questions and your details. So, but whatever you pick, though, I do look forward to reading for you and helping out in any way possible because you're Sagittarius. You're the only sign deserving of 5 syllables. I haven't been called the Sag Whisperer for nothing. All right. Anyways, and please subscribe, be a part of the family. All right. Thank you to all of you for getting us to 70,000. I am honored. It's a blessing. Thank you. But still, we want you to be a part of the family too if you're not here. So you can come in, hang out. I do an all signs every Monday. Check out the one with me and Frankie. It's listed down below and in the link tree. And we're going to do more. Frankie and I have been talking. Plus, there's a top secret upcoming public meet and greet. You might want to come and hang out. Just a public appearance. Free, no tickets, no nothing. I'll give you details later. And there's way more collabs coming. Me and Frankfurt got plans too. It's going to be awesome sauce. So be a part of the family. Subscribe to Frankie too. She's kind of awesome sauce too. You'll like her. She's a Scorpio. Okay. And yeah, just everything, all the safe to click links are in the link tree down here. Okay. That's where the pick a cards, base covers. I got to do more pick a cards. I'm going to make time for those. I've been busy. Original songs, interviews, all the safe to click links are in the link tree. Just scan the QR codes. It'll take you everywhere you need to go. TikTok, do what Max says, links in the bio. And thank you guys for being here and being part of the fam and letting me have a moment to shout myself out. I know you're going through a lot of stuff, so thank you. Okay, let's see what we've got. Into the new person vibes. Let's go for Allie Angel. What up? How you doing? All right. New person vibes. Knight of Swords. God, I don't know why I just got that. Did you hear the way I said, God, you make this person nervous. It's not your fault. You're in the Ace of Wands. What do you expect? Whatever you're wearing. Whoa. Do you guys work together or something? What's the vibes on this? Because what I don't know. What? Okay. Here's how I'm going to go. However you present yourself, your style, whether it's bohemian or boss type, this person, you make them nervous. And I'm being told that they, at the Eight of Swords, you kind of get them to a point that they go all oatmeal north of the eyebrows. Eight of Swords. It's the oatmeal card. That on this one, like, you know how cool they are at work and all this? It's because it's what they're trained. They were taught to do what they do. Maybe you guys are in sales or real estate or property management or just something like even traveling or insurance sales or something. But they're good at that because they're trained in it. For some of you guys, this is a celebrity, isn't it? I knew it. But it's full circle on the reading. Look at that. The sun card to the sun card. That's a full circle energy into the reading. I love this. The first card into the last card. And it also, when I get repeating cards, it tells me go a little deeper into the sun energy on this. Leo. Could be a Virgo. Could be a Cancer. Aries is here. And it's also a very... It's unique, right? This thing is, this person gives you similar vibes off of your past people to the point that you're looking at me being like, Archer, I think I have a type, right? The thing is, they might look similar, but they're kind of Jabberwocky doppelganger vibes. And the fact that this person is someone that's everything you wish the other people would have been. So I do see we are divided at this moment. This is for Sages in a new energy. Because the thing on this is they're cautious on proceeding forward because they're hyper independent, aren't they? And I'm talking to a Sag that's seriously sitting here. It could be another Sag because you're sitting there going, yeah, Archer, and I'm pretty hyper independent myself, but this person takes the game and goes pro. I got you. See, 10 of Pentacles. I called the real estate card in this one. Maybe you guys live at a distance or you haven't met in person yet, but they're getting ready to come your way or something. Okay. Justice on the Sun card. Libra, Leo energy. The Virgo and Aries is pretty strong too. Cancer and Sagittarius. And the Devil. And the Five of Cups. No way. It's Sag. Shut the front door. It is them, isn't it? You know it is. It's the one on your mind, not mine. I'm just here to read the cards. Either the age difference or the religion thing or the spirituality thing. You are beyond interested in this person. But whatever, like, if it is a celebrity, like an actor, they're trained to act. They get a script. They, you know, if it's a musician, they've practiced. They've learned chords. They've done, right? But But when they get around you, they're not very good at love because they're so hyper independent, right? And that's the thing. They get all tongue-tied and go silent around you. Devil card. Because if you're the Ace of Wands and they're the Devil card, Sagittarius, they totally want to fire off your arrow. You remember, you know how you're the Centaur? This person totally wants to invite you back to the barn for the sugar cubes and the oats and the... Sag! Oh my gosh! Stop it. 5 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. Oh my word. This is... Oh wow. For those of you who live in apartments, remember, those things are built like matchstick houses. There's no insulation in those walls. When I was a property manager, the bulk of the complaints were because of how thin our walls were and how much our windows sucked. What I'm seeing on this one, here's the thing about even what it is that they get so weird and awkward about this. They go into a silent energy combined with a silent ego trip, right? They can't even make eye contact with you. And then like you think they're out of your league or something, but yet they're sitting there being like, Devil card. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius. Oh, you know, Clydesdale, Budweiser, Clydesdale. But they're like, the thing is on it, here's the problem. The age difference and the fact of how hyper independent they are, that they're a little out of practice because they've been on their own for a while as a result of beating the devil. Okay, and I don't know why I said it that way. That's interesting. I don't care. Somebody's got fuzzy dice on their car mirror. And somebody drives a Jeep, because I'm seeing a Jeep filled up with the rubber ducks. I don't have any rubber ducks in my Jeep. I've gotten ducked, but I keep them put away. I actually took all the decals off of mine. I liked it a little more stealth, like Kit from Knight Rider. But anyhow, yeah, I got to be talking to a Sag Jeep owner because I'm seeing the row of ducks that when they pass me on the road, I'm like, no fair. I don't have that many. Wait, what the heck? Or I'm just talking to a Sag that has a Jeep Wave. The thing on this is, though, you know what it is that the way this person, the way that it's a little taboo and stuff is building this up where they're out of practice. And so it's like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz, the oil can thing. So to overcome the taboos, you need them to approach you like in a more confident manner to address things. They're not gonna. It's gonna be the dorkiest opening up love offer you've ever seen and the most awkward of like, hey, what's up? How's it been? Sagittarius. This is somebody from a few relationships ago, isn't it? Like, some of you guys, it could be clear back to high school or something. It's like the one that you're like, man, I wish I'd given that person attention to. And now look at them all like, whoa, they're famous or they're this or they're something like that. And like, you're like, do I even still stand a shot with this or something? They're going to reach out to you. They saw you. They totally knew. They knew what you went through. Oh my gosh. Like they knew how you had to move or they found your spot or you guys are just somehow energetically in the same energy. You guys are being guided right back towards each other. I don't care how far apart you went or how far apart they went. Whatever changes in both of your lives and the elevations that you went through, you did this to this person years ago, just like you did to this person and this person. How long ago did you discover the tarot? And I'm hearing that song by Taylor Swift. I think he knows. I am the architect. I'm drawing up the plans. It's like I'm 17. Nobody understands. No one understands. Am I reading for Taylor Swift? Oh my God, she is a Sagittarius. That's kind of cool. Sag. Okay, whoever this was, the changes in this here, this is a big test of communication and vulnerability. Okay. To try to open back up and see this, guess what? You're going to totally, you guys are going to bump into each other again. Either they're traveling or you're traveling. It's work or something related. And you're going to get that message that they're coming to your town or they show up. And I see you like, wait a second, I had plans already. I got to go do something else. But you know what? Hi, other plans? I won't make it. I'll talk to you later. I'm going. And you guys, by happenstance, circumstance, meet up and like, how have you been? Let's catch up. And you find out they've changed, adjusted, and like it's the lessons learned from all of this stuff from both you guys, because you guys both tried to move on and you couldn't get past each other because you guys love each other. Saggy and their person sitting in a tree, being vulnerable for everyone to see. You guys are going to set the pattern that everybody else learns, like, hey, open up, be vulnerable. Look what Sag and their person are doing, you know? Ethel, why in the world don't you put your hand in my butt pocket like that and you hold my hand open? You hush, right? You're going to attract attention just walking places. All right, so heads up. Remember, this is the week ahead. So right now you're sitting there like, there ain't nothing going on. I'm taking care of this on my own. And like, by the end of the week, it's all totally different. This is fast moving. 8 of Wands, the Sun card. I love it. Sagittarius, I'm sorry it's such a long reading, but I'm not allowed to stop when I'm channeling. So claim it down in the comments, even if you had to skip through it. I totally understand. Put it at 1.5 speed. That's what I do. It makes me sound hilarious. Alvin and the Chipmunks do Archer. Anyways, leave a comment to claim this thing or just an emoji if you want to keep your private life private. Do whatever you want. The comment section's there for you. Like the video if you like. You don't have to, but if you would, it means the world to me. And remember that this will resonate to any placement of Sag in your chart because you're not just your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. All the parts of your charts are what makes you the only sign deserving of 5 syllables.